Hi, good morning. Is my video clear? All of you can see me, hear me. All right. Abhishek, Amit, great. Good to see all of you. Deepak, Hausal, Amoria, Kamlesh. Hi. Rahul, Shailendra, Shilpa, Suchit, Swagatika, Vipul, Yatin. Hi, welcome. Welcome each one of you. All right. So today's session, okay. Uh, the topic of today's session is client says, I will think about it and then never reverts. ठीक है ना? सबको याद है ना? Client says, I will think about it and then never returns. Okay. So let's see what happens in this situation. देखो, कितने बार हुआ है कि that you have walked out of a meeting feeling extremely positive and then the client disappears after saying I will think about it. ये नहीं कि आपके साथ कोई झगड़ा हुआ है, no fight, no objection, no rejection, just complete silence. If it has ever happened with anyone, write yes in the chat box and this session is for you. Right? Yes, that you never had a bad meeting. You had a fantastic meeting. You walked out of the meeting thinking that, boss, this is one of the best. इनका तो पैसा आएगा ही आएगा. Hmm? If somebody has ever happened, then this session is for you. And if it has not happened, then also this session is for you because it may happen in the future, right? So let's see what is in store. देखो, मीटिंग के बाद पूरा मीटिंग आपके दिमाग में घूमते रहता है रिप्ले की तरह. When the client doesn't respond, you may think that, oh, maybe I spoke too much. Okay. Maybe I didn't explain properly. Maybe I should have pushed a little more. हाँ, ये सारे थॉट्स चलता है दिमाग में कि मे बी आई स्पोक हाँ, the client says I will invest and then doesn't invest. Maybe I spoke too much. Maybe I didn't explain more properly, or maybe I should have pushed a little more. All of these things cross your mind. But let me tell you something that will change the way you see this forever. देखो, I will think about it is not a delay. It is a decision. Okay. I will think about it is not a delay. It is a decision, which is it is a soft no, which is wrapped in politeness. It is a soft no, which is wrapped in politeness. देखो, a client usually decides within the first 15-20 minutes. The last 10 minutes of your meeting don't change the decision. They only confirm it. So the real question is not how do I follow up better? The real question is, why did the client feel safer postponing the decision? हुआ क्या है? Think about this. If a client truly felt clear and confident, फिर I will think about it का जरूरत ही क्या था? कभी जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ता. Or would he say, let's start? देखो, today's session is not about any clever closing of a meeting. It is about learning how to remove hesitation inside the meeting room itself. Not by pushing clients, not by trying to convince, not by any kind of manipulation, but by reading what is not spoken in the room. Slowing down the room and making clarity absolutely inevitable. So hopefully by the end of the session, you guys have absolute clarity so that you never ever fear the words, I will think about it. So that you know exactly what to do before the client leaves the room. Absolutely clear? What are we expecting today? And then we will start today's session. All right. Okay. Just give me a few seconds and I will open up the presentation. Okay. Just a second. So I will think about it. How do I overcome this client hesitation and command my presence and authority in the meeting room? Okay. देखो, moment a client says, I will think about it, that is the time the momentum dies. Most advisors interpret this as a pause. In reality, it is a stop. मैं सोच के बताता हूं means the client is politely saying no to you at that point in time. This is rarely about thinking. अगर कोई बोलता है मैं वीकेंड को सोचता हूं, सीए के साथ डिस्कस करता हूं, बेटे के साथ डिस्कस करता हूं, इफ ऑल ऑफ दिस थिंग वुड हैव बीन सो इंपॉर्टेंट, all those people would have been in the meeting room. I will think about it means confusion. Number one, I'm not clear. Number two, fear. I'm not comfortable. Third, avoidance. I don't want to say no to you directly. These are the three emotions which are playing in the mind of the client: confusion, fear, avoidance. If you let the meeting end here, you've already lost control of the meeting. What is the fatal mistake we make over here? हम लोग बोलते हैं sure, take your time. How many of you say this? Sure, take your time. Raise your hand. Say yes in the chat box. That's a fatal mistake. आज से नहीं करेंगे. It sounds very polite, but it kills the momentum. It validates their confusion rather than respecting their time. You do not need to push. You need to get clarity in the room. You need to get clarity in the room. Never ever say, sure, take your time. Yaad rahega? Can you write, I promise never ever to say this again? Okay. What is the fourth step in meeting control? How do I keep control in the meeting room so that it never moves in that direction? First, slow it down. This is possibly the 50th time we are saying this, but you have to slow down the meeting. Okay. You have to bring in specificity, force specificity, slow it down. Isolate the concern. They are doing this because there are certain concerns. You have to isolate the concern. Then there has to be a hypothetical close to the meeting, and then leave them with two binary choices. Let me take you through this discussion process over again. Step one, slow it down. Of course, before you think about it, can I ask, what exactly would you like to think through? अगर किसी ने बोला, let me think about it, you reply, definitely. But before you think about it, can I ask you, what exactly would you like to think through? आप किसके बारे में सोचेंगे? What is the tactics at play? Stop speaking immediately. Okay. If they cannot answer clearly, then their hesitation is emotional, not logical. अगर वो clearly बता पाए मैं इसके बारे में सोचूंगा या सोचूंगी, then you know it is a logical hesitation. Otherwise, that hesitation is absolutely emotional. Step number two, you need to isolate the real concern. When the client gives you a vague reply, says that, oh, I just want to review, it is about risk, timing और allocate. देखो, तीन चीज में प्रॉब्लम होगा. ये तीन बकेट में ही आएगा. Either they are not happy with the risk, or they're not happy with the timing, or they're not happy with the allocation size. Agree? Either one of these three, you have to isolate the real concern. Put the concern into one of these buckets. Give them buckets to help them. You have to help them articulate what they would like to say. वो लोग जो बोल नहीं पाए, आपका काम होगा in order to give them those buckets. Step number 3, you have to collapse the thinking gap. You have to say, if that concern is addressed, would you feel comfortable moving ahead today? If the concern, देखो कुछ ना कुछ तो concern है. Either it is a timing concern, or it's a risk concern, or an allocation concern. If that concern is addressed today, or if the concern is addressed, would you feel comfortable moving ahead today? They may say yes, then solve the specific issue. If they still hesitate, then diagnose the real issue is actually trust. You're not closing yet, you're testing clarity. If you bring clarity, closure becomes easy. Step number 4, offer 2 options to them. Never opened in an, end it in an open air. You start smalls today and scale later. Option A. Option B, pause completely and revisit next quarter. A meeting has to end in either of these 2 options and nothing but the 2 options. Either you stop or you start. There is no I will think about it decision. Which feels right? It's not that which one do you want to go for. Which feels कौन सा चीज आपको सही लगता है? Most clients will choose the smaller commitment to relieve tension, because by then the tension is rising in the room. Small commitment is far bigger than no commitment. You remember the 7-second silence? After you offer the 2 options, stay silent. Do not speak. Do not speak to fill in the silence in the room. Do not speak to fill the void in the room. Let the client process the binary choice. The first person to speak loses control. What you must stop doing? Don't say take your time immediately. Don't send a proposal into that void and wait. Nobody is going to come back and respond to your proposal. Don't follow up without clarity. Don't assume thinking means they have interest in it. What is the entrope of the sale? When the client interest drops, people don't think more after the meeting, they think less. Okay. The more time you spend after the meeting, the interest of the client keeps dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping and over. The emotion will cool, priority will shift, and you become one of the options. You are not the option. If the decision is not clarified inside the meeting, it rarely improves outside. How many of you followed this slide 100%? Write 100% in the chat box. This is real wealth management consulting. All of you who have followed this slide 100%, write 100% in the chat box. The more time you give after the meeting, the less the people will think about the meeting. So let me give you some scripts. If the client says, I will think about it, say, what exactly needs thinking through? If the client says, just a review, say, is it about risk, timing, or allocation? If we solve that, do we move forward? Start small today or pause until next quarter. Follow it up by the 7-second silence. Control the room. Never chase for a decision later. Let me give you the polling question for tomorrow. Give me a second. Just a second. Yes, got it. Here you go. The polling question for tomorrow. I'll give you exactly 1 minute to answer the polling question. And those of you who have finished responding to the polling question, I'm sharing the link to join the community. All those of you who have joined, fantastic. Those who haven't joined yet can click on this link and join the community. And if you are truly enjoying the sessions, then we would love to see your reviews. Give me a second. Just a second, please. Just a second, please. Yes. Those of you who have participated in our reviews, thank you so much. And those who think that you would love to share your reviews, I've shared the review link as well. So you can click on that and share your reviews on the Google page. All right. So let me just see the polling results for tomorrow. And here it goes. 1 second. So the topic for tomorrow will be clients are not increasing SIP despite higher income. All right. So we will pick this up as the session for tomorrow. All the best, everyone. Thank you so much for being part of the community, joining every day at 10:10. And thank you for your reviews on the Google page. Thank you so much. All the best. Have a great day ahead. And see you tomorrow.